This weekend's meeting is going to be fundamentally about trade, even when they talk about things that aren't related to trade. I think the trade war will be the elephant in the room on this issue. There's a number of countries who are coming to this meeting who are planning to give some interventions going against what the United States has been doing. The EU is certainly among them, China, of course, Canada, Mexico, and a number of other economies who aren't being directly affected, but they're being affected through supply chains and through the broad effect on the trading system. There will be other things discussed. I mean, Argentina is hosting this year. They'll focus on infrastructure investment, a new agenda item of creating a new asset class for infrastructure, and they'll be focusing on the G20's existing agenda items as well. And as you just said in your introduction there, a lot of volatility in the emerging markets. There'll be a focus on that, probably some tough questions for Jerome Powell, who'll be attending this meeting as well.
Including President Trump's comments overnight about how he's not happy with the way the Fed's been hiking rates, you think?
Well, this is the concern, is that the emerging markets, particularly Argentina, particularly Turkey and Indonesia, they've been facing a lot of volatility, and it's largely stemming from the increased interest rates coming from the US. The issue, though, is that the Fed has been giving very large amounts for many years now of forward guidance. The concern is what happens with Trump's fiscal stimulus, whether it speeds that process up, whether that causes a snapback in asset prices. And absolutely, his comments overnight talking about the Fed's independence, there was a market response to that. And that's not going to be good news for the emerging markets or the G20.
Okay, so talking about the EM side, Adam, I understand that you see this as yet another opportunity for a lot of Asian countries to step it up, to not just to counter, but also to fill the void, if not vacuum, being left by the U.S. as it pulls back from literally the rest of the world.
Well, exactly. We're in a strange situation at the moment where the country that helped build the global rules-based order is now intent on pulling it apart. With the divisions in the G7 as well, there is an opportunity for Asia in particular, as the most dynamic region in the world, to really step up and to try and get more close trade and financial relationships with G7 countries, particularly in Europe, but also to play a more constructive role in developing and pushing forward the global rules-based order. So I would hope, and I think one of the things to keep your eye out for at this meeting is what role does Asia play? What role does China play in Indonesia, Japan and Korea? That will be the ones to be watching.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.